After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times. And unlike
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on, turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
It would be too easy.
What do they need protection for?
Replacing a whole body just because somebody gouged out your eye is unprofitable, I guess.
Not for him.
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
See something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. God, never mind.
The wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven. Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go. Perfect for the upper. The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. Standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor of Screens. Take that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing before the chandelier fell on his head. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Are you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
You shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
Blagojevich, journalistic scum. He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Lot of shrapnel? Where did it come from? I'll get back to that. By a truck? Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
And helped create a world where everyone hated each other.
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? Doesn't make sense. It's too rich for my blood. Bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. So you were sitting here. You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
And he was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Something or someone stopped him. Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. This.
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? This reminds me of something. I saw one just like it in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity. Now I know where the damn glass came from. Nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Same weapon. Yeah, 9mm. And empty. Shooting blindly at Cadis. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. dude looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Blood trail. And anything else? It's time for pictures of your friend. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. .9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. Straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sara of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Everyone here knows each other. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her. She was bleeding like hell. Hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. Maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead. Burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? Get you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. Lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where? Let's see where you take me. She wins the Best Actress Award year after year. This is getting boring already.
They want you to believe that she's brilliant. They say it's not even Coriaci anymore.
Then who is it? We met in other shells. She played a baseball player, and the director arranged for her to shadow me. Suddenly, Rachel started showing up more often at practice matches. Fuck. Not now. It's so close. Comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. Bodies possible. No certificates. I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Take a ride in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
On him.
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back. He's the one killing him. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sara Kei.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sara? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting. Just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her? This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here.
Yes.
And the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this? Where she lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. Sarah needs electricity, lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. For sure won't lead me to her. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? Connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look. pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose. What is this place?
Target.
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
What do you really want?
For you to realize
you're
we
making
did
a
huge mistake.
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1!
Let's settle this one-on-one!
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Sarah, you look like shit.
Yeah, back at ya. You're goddamn lucky I missed. I thought some junkie broke into my house. I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow!
Stay still. Why did you come here?
Sarah, at least give me something and tell me what's going on with... It was on purpose.
Oops.
How did you end up in this body? You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
You're in your 30s, right?
29.
My bad.
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Karra had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
You, the body department liaison.
Oh, look who's holier than fuck.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
The greatest treasure in this film. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. Kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back. She only thought of others, never herself. Selfless to a fault. After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke, and there was no one to help. She wound up in the bank, and the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out, no matter what it takes. You get it now?
Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom. You're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
Ever watch any westerns?
No. What are they about?
Oh, you'd love them. I think you'd identify with the characters. So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Our job sucks, huh?
At least it slightly improves your chance of survival.
Bottoms up. Past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
And to your optimism, your most charming trait.
Great. What's our poison?
Slum's chief export, apart from bodies, moonshine.
Nice. The worse the neighborhood, the better the hooch. What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah. All right. So
said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist, and you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
I get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, at least make it for someone you love.
Well, I don't know if that's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Sarah, I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
I suppose it'll come out sooner or later. It's about Jane Salma.
What about her? New evidence?
You could say that. She has my body.
What?
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
have access to these recordings.
They were in the red room.
I'll try to get to them. He doesn't act normal.
Could this be desynchro?
This explains his problems. They were his own doing. Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is the green state of death was carved long ago.
And it all comes down to this? Fucking why?
Art for art's sake?
And how do you deal with it?
I don't know if I'm the best example.
part of the story. When I think that they really use the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason. Describe it, that you're losing control of yourself. It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. It should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer. No evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least to them.
Turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster. Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there, apart from the obvious?
Together they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads. These are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in. The most influential players are more or less dead. Their seats are up for grabs. The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that. Once the king is knocked down, game's usually over.
Someone's getting better at game metaphors.
Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
Set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice. Then shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Come on, grow up. Who asks questions like that? Especially after all the shit we've seen. Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions.
Honestly, I see two main possibilities. Or we're just seeing a small part of a bigger plan by someone who's always 2 steps ahead of us. Or Green's plan played out with Kovalev's help.
How do you figure?
Fuck, I don't know. He has access to some advanced tech. He managed to make contact with you in the Red Room. He knew everything that happened. Like he was in Green's head. I thought Green just committed suicide, but now I'm having a tough time buying that. Sorry, I've got a lot of thoughts. What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
I'll admit our alleged killer knows a lot, but we don't have enough evidence that taking control of bodies is even possible. Green wouldn't be so easy to manipulate. He held this city by the balls for hundreds of years. Seems he decided to go out in a blaze of glory and burn it all down.
If Green planned it all, then what role did the killer play in everything? So, what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit, I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks. Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.